I'm going to show you how to add a texture onto a landscape and also how to do a little bit with lighting. So first off, what I need to do is go find this landscape. So this is pretty much what I'm going to show you how to do, is put on a simple texture onto a background like this right here. So to do that, first off, let's kind of start all over, and I'm going to go ahead and remove. So I'm going to select that background that I have the texture on, and over here on my materials icon, I'm going to go ahead and just remove that so it no longer has any texture at all. So I've got it selected. I'll go ahead and click New, and I'm just going to give it a name. It doesn't matter what you name it as long as it makes sense to you. And then I'm going to just add just a color just as a reference color. Eventually that's going to go away. So once I've added my material, I can come over to Textures and then go to New, go to Clouds, and change that from Clouds to Image or Movie. And then I can load up my texture down here under Image. So, and I've got this textures folder already set up. If this is something you want to actually do before you get into trying to add this, my setup basically looks like this, where I have my Blender file, and then I have a textures folder that I'm going to have all this collection of all these textures that I could possibly use in this project. So make sure this textures folder is in the same place as your Blender file, otherwise it won't work correctly. So to look at that texture that I put on there, I'll go ahead and just click on the render icon, and now I can see the texture that I've placed on there. So a couple things I really don't like about it. Number one, I want to kind of change the scale of that. So if I come down a little bit on this, I can change the size here, and I'm just going to type out a number on each of these, and that should scale that down, and you can still keep going. You can make it bigger, smaller. That way it's not so huge and stretched out across that area. You can also play with the flat. If I've got a bridge or a building, sometimes changing it from flat to cubed can really help out. And then the next thing I want to do is I kind of got this weird shine going on here. To get rid of that shine, I can go back to my material icon and go under specular, and I can just take that down, and that should remove that specular so it's not so shiny. On something like water, you may want to keep some of that, but on this I don't really have shiny dirt or anything. The last thing I haven't mentioned yet, and that's lighting. So my light source is actually a sunlight here. So I'm just going to highlight that, highlight the icon for that, and jump back into render mode. If you want to change that up, you can. So I can change it to point, which is a little bit darker and kind of more stationary. Sun is kind of what I was using, which works pretty good for this, and also gives you the option to add in a sky. Spot might be better for an indoor arena, and then Hemi pretty much makes it so you don't have any shadows at all, and I just don't even use this area. So the one that works best for this project is kind of the sun on there. So hopefully that helps you out on this.